Right everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope everybody's feeling well and having a good day. So yeah, as you can see, back on the farm again today. It is early on the morning. It's about 7:45 I think, around about 8 o'clock, something like that. Yeah, sun's just starting to come up. But just wanted to get here early to zero a new scoping that I've got. And then obviously test it out on the squirrels and stuff like that. So yeah, absolutely looking forward to this. Gun I'm using is the Gamo GX-40. And the scope on it is a new scope, Oneleaf have sent me out. It's the Oneleaf Mars MT1000. It's a thermal imaging scope. So yeah, absolutely looking forward to getting this out and getting it zeroed. So I'm going to zero it at 20 yards. I have already put the ballistics in, well, as best as I can at the minute. So I'm going to test it out. I think I've set a target out with roughly about 20 yards, but obviously I'll check it with the rangefinder and alter it if I have to. But yeah, we're going to see what's happening. Never used a thermal scope before, so this is my first time using it. I have done a video before this just on like the specs and I show the scope and stuff. So today hopefully we're going to get it put through its paces and see what it's capable of. So people do recommend using tin foil to zero the sight on, because the tin foil stands out with the thermal. So I have got a little bit square tin foil on there. And Oneleaf also do send you a heat pad, which I've brought. But I want to try the tin foil first, because I can make the tin foil smaller, so it can give me more accurate target for the zero. So yeah, going to get the gun out and the scope, and we'll see what we do. Unfortunately, I can't film through the scope and zero at the same time to show you what I'm doing, which is unfortunate. But what you do, it's the same as most digital scopes. You take your shot, see where your impact is, and then obviously you go into your one shot zero, and then that freezes the frame, and then obviously you move one cross up to the impact and leave one cross on your point of aim, and then hopefully you should calculate it and set it out. So yeah, I'm going to get the zeroed in. I have baited the squirrel feeder up again just to see if we can get some squirrels, but I don't know if good thermals are in the daytime. What I've seen on telly, they do work in the daytime, so we're going to give it a go while it's daylight on the squirrels and that. Then hopefully I might be coming back later on to when it gets darker to shoot the rats. So yeah, I just want to give it a comparison daytime and nighttime to see how it performs in both situations. I think it probably will be better on the night, but yeah, we'll give it a go. It's all a test curve, like I say, first time using this. So just like to thank Oneleaf for sending me this out and seeing what's going on. So yeah, we'll get the gun set up, get the scope set up, and we'll hurry up and get this zeroed. Then hopefully we can get back sat in the car and see if anything comes down to the feeder. Well, I've just took one shot there. Sorry, I forgot to press record on there. It is hitting the target, but I forgot to zero it to see if it is 20 yards. Yeah, it needs to go a little tiny touch further. It's just under 19 yards, like so I want to get it spot on 20. Yeah, we just went down and it has it a little tiny bit low, so I'll do another shot. I've moved it out a bit further now. It is roughly about 20 something yards, so we should be good. We'll give it another shot. Helps if I load the gun. Right, I'll do one more shot and then we'll put a bit of tin foil on that and then get it zeroed hopefully. It normally leaves a heat signature, but it's not leaving one for some reason. Right, there's a little tiny one at the bottom there, so I'll go and put a bit of tin foil on that so I know where I'm shooting. And then I'll zero it in and bring these back. Right, we've got that zeroed in. I've got a shot on red, hopefully it leaves a heat signature. We're going to go for that small one there first. That was me. Yeah, that one was in. Right, we'll try the top one. Yeah, we're in there. One more shot. Yeah, that's it. It's not showing much of a heat signature up, obviously, because the board's not showing up, but yeah, pleased with that. Two on the top there, obviously that was me shaking, and then a couple in the smaller one there. And then obviously that's one that we tried to zero on, but that being too big, so yeah. So yeah, hopefully we should be on zero there. So going to go and jump in the car now, just sitting there for half an hour. See if any squirrels come down. Actually I'll go and look in the barns, just to see if there's any rats out wide. It's still a bit sort of darkish. And then if not, we'll jump back in the car and just wait for a squirrel or two to come down and see what the image is like through this thing when we're filming actually hunting with it. So this part of the video is going to be the pest control part. So if you don't like this bit, and then please switch off. But if you do like this sort of thing, then stay tuned. Hopefully we'll get a few bits and bobs. But yeah, like I say, absolutely never used a thermal imaging scope before, so yeah, I'm excited to get this out. I know they do say don't let the sunlight shine directly into the lens or point the lens at the sunlight, because it can burn the what do you call it? Whatever's inside the scope that makes it do the infrared, that can burn it out. So yeah, but it does have a system on there that you click on, and then that reduces the chance of it being obviously damaged by the sun. So I'm going to put this away, and then we'll have a walk around, see what happens. Now you see there's a couple of birds on there, just little coal tits and blue tits and stuff. Yeah, looks absolutely amazing in that colour. Like I say, we'll change the pallets later on and see what different pallets do. Right, I just had a quick check in. Just had a quick check in the barns there. There's nothing in it at the minute. I mean, the cows are all over the place, so even if there was in there, I wouldn't be able to get a shot off. But we are going to test the imaging bit out on that soon. Here's a couple of birds on the feeder, so I'm going to try and film them and see what it looks like. See how good they stand out. Like I've got it set on the red hot mode at the minute, but later on I will go through the different palette modes and different backgrounds that you can put on it. So yeah, looks pretty good at the minute in daylight. So hopefully it'll be good at night time. So we'll sit here quietly and hopefully we'll get a squirrel or two down just to see what it's like. Got a squirrel coming in. He's on the floor at the minute. A little signature there's him through that finger. Obviously I can't get a shot through there. I'm going to wait till he gives me a more clear shot. But I've got this in set in white hot at the minute. So yeah, I'll wait till he comes up, gives me a more clear shot, because I can't really take that. Probably could hit it, but I'd rather wait till I get him in a proper view. Yep, he's down. Good thing I've noticed about the thermal as well. You can see that you've definitely hit them. So I don't know what the footage is going to be like when I download it, but yeah, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, because you can see obviously stuff coming out. Obviously I can't say the word on YouTube, but yeah, you can definitely tell that you've done a proper hit on them, like. Right, we'll go and retrieve that one. Someone asked the other day as well why I retrieve my squirrels every time I shoot them. Because where I shoot them, they're in a bit of a dip. I like to go out and make sure that they are totally out finished, if you know what I mean, like a clinical shot, just in case I need a follow-up shot. So I'll you can get out and get this done. So yeah, absolutely fantastic shot. Cleaner shot, so it was down quick. But like I say, the stuff you can see through that, obviously you can't see through a normal scope, was spectacular to first. Pest shot using the thermal scope, and if that's what it's like during the daytime, can't wait to see it on the night on some rats. So yeah, we'll sit here for a bit, see if what else comes round. And it's pointless walking around the farm in the barns at the minute because the farmer is working in there, so we'll just sit in the car for a bit and chill out and see if what else comes down in the meantime. Yeah, the batteries the scope takes as well are the 18650 batteries. So good thing about this, once one of the batteries dies, obviously I do carry a couple, you can just take the battery out and change it over. Whereas the other scope I've got off Oneleaf, which is the NV500, absolutely fantastic scope, but it does have an internal battery. So once the battery goes dead on that scope, you know, so you can no longer use it unless you bring some sort of source to charge it up again or plug it into a power bank. But yeah, this one, because you can interchange your batteries, I think it's a lot easier to swap them out. It's like when the other scopes have got that same that runs on batteries, and it's absolutely doddle to change the batteries out when it's running out of power. So yeah, we'll sit here for a while and see what happens. So, right. Another squirrel's just getting down. For some reason they're staying on the ground. Yep, definitely down, but sorry about that, I forgot to press record. Absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare, forgot to press record on that one. Sorry. Well, yeah, like I say, you can see that they're clearly hit. So we'll go out and retrieve that one. Yeah, that was a nice clean shot, but absolutely gutted I didn't press record there, sorry. But yeah, like I say, absolutely brilliant. If we do get another squirrel down, I'll change the colour palette on it for a different one. I might either go black hot, I'll go to the one, use another one called, what's it called? Night. I might put the night one on and see what that one's like, because looks like a pretty good one. We've got another squirrel down already. But where it's at, I can't shoot it, because it will fall down the back into the lake, into the stream, sorry, so we'll wait to see if it comes down and see if we can get it. Just two down. Yep, that one's down. a jackdaw up there, but I can't get a clear shot at it, unfortunately. One's definitely down. Right, I'm just going to show you a few different pallets on this. This is white hot. Gun's not loaded, I've just emptied it to do this video. But yeah, that's white hot. I can see what white hot is in the screen, but on the recording it doesn't show it. In the background is city, which is where I've got it set on. That one is sepia, that's a good one, I like that one. That one is iron bow. That one is rainbow. That one's night, that's another good one that I like. That one's aurora, that's another good one. That one's red hot. That one's jungle. That one's medical, not a fan of that one. And that one's black hot. Glory hot. And that's white hot. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. Just thought I'd go through the pallet with you and just show you some different settings on it. So right, going to call it a morning. Like I say, I'm going to get home, have some tea, then I'm going to come back later on when it gets dark to see if we can get out on the rats with the Oneleaf Mars MT1000. Absolutely brilliant bit of kit. Like I say, that's using it during the daytime, so if it's performing like that in the daytime, I'd love to see what it's doing on the night. But yeah, absolutely brilliant bit of kit. Just to run through a few little bits. Obviously that's your power button on and off. I'm struggling a little bit because on the other Oneleaf I've got the power buttons on the opposite side and further back, so I am struggling a little bit to find where the power button is. That's why I'm struggling. Record buttons, the top one there, and take a picture. Quick press record, long press, take a picture. That's your different background modes which you haven't been through yet. I've got it set on city at the minute, but it goes fog, rain, and I think it's got 5 different settings on there, obviously different types of backgrounds depending what the background is that you're shooting in. And obviously the right hand button there, that's for your palette. So you change it like from obviously the hot, glory, white, hot, red hot and stuff like that. That changes all them, which is done. Top button is for your zoom in and out, and then obviously press it once for your rangefinder, and that puts your rangefinder on. And obviously you have a lens cap on there. For your thing, that's a 50mm lens. It does come with, well, I got this with a 35mm, but I've got the 50mm on at the minute. Like I say, footage through the scope is absolutely fantastic. So I don't know what it's going to be like when I download it. So we'll have to wait and see on that. But yeah, absolutely chuffed to bits. The batteries are the, I did say what they were, I think in the car, I can't remember what they're called now. But it's normally the average batteries that you get for these type of scopes. So yeah, it's that one. And absolutely fantastic. Like I say, pretty easy to zero in as well. On this one, when you zero it, it does freeze frame the picture, so then it's easier to zoom in, whereas the other one doesn't. So you have to try and hold your gun steady and try and zero it at the same time, which can be a nightmare. But this one does take a freeze picture as soon as you start adjusting the top. It freezes the picture so you can get get your zero set up here. Absolutely fantastic on this Gamo. I have got a different Picatinny rail on as well. The last one we should have sat a bit high, so it made the scope up higher. So I did buy these lower ones, and it seems to be working alright. I wasn't fussy at first because it did look a bit flimsy in pants, but seems to be holding out at the moment. So yeah, 4 squirrels down. Pity I didn't record one of them because it was a good shot, so absolutely gutted about that. So sorry, like I say, I'm still getting used to the scope. So yeah, absolutely fantastic bit of kit. But yeah, like I said, I'm not going to end the video here. I am going home now to get sorted out. Put some more air in the gun. Yeah, top the gun up a little bit, and then hopefully get back here later on, see if there's any rats. Because I think I'm going to be able to pick more rats up with this than I can with the day and night time scope. So we'll give that a go. But I've messaged one of my friends who's got a chicken coop, and there's loads of rats on there. I've just messaged him to see if I can get in there. So I'll either be back here tonight or hopefully on the chicken coop. But either way, we'll be back out at some point later on. And yeah, we'll see what goes on. So I'll see you later on tonight. Sorry, before I forget as well, like I say, later on it's probably going to be dark when I start filming, so I probably won't be able to use this camera that much. But I will leave a link in the description for these scopes, and also Oneleaf did send me a 5% discount code as well if anyone wants to take a look at them and see what they reckon. And they've got different prices on there because depending on what size lens you get, obviously it ranges in different prices, but for just over £1,000 I think they are. Absolutely fantastic. I know it's still a lot of money, but when you look at some thermals that are like 2, 3, 4 grand, or even more than that, I think up to now it's a fantastic bit to get. Obviously I can't say no bad points because I've never used a thermal before in my life, so this is my first time, so I can't say what's bad about it because obviously it's my first time using it. So as I go on down the line, then obviously I'll probably pick some bits that maybe can be improved on it and whatever, but at the moment absolutely fantastic. But yeah, like I say, I think they're worth taking a look at if anyone wants to check it out. But yeah, and I'll see you back here or at the other farm tonight. Right everyone. Back on the farm, been home and had my tea and sorted some bits and bobs out, and then yeah, back on the farm now. So just waiting for the farmer to finish to do his bits and bobs, and then we'll get the gun out, get set up in a few barns and see how it comes out. Cows are all being nosy at the moment, but yeah, I'm not going to do much filming on this camera. Hopefully it'll just be through the scope because obviously it's going to be dark when I turn the lights off, and yeah, we'll just see what we can get. So hopefully we have some fun. Right, thought I'd just show you this. I'm ready to go home and I've just emptied the gun, but watch this heat signature on the pallet. Smack on. Let's have another shot, see if I can hit the same spot. Same hole, absolutely brilliant. One more shot. Well, that was me, that shaking, but yeah, absolutely brilliant that. Leaving the heat signature on the wood of the pallets. Right everyone, going to call it a day now and go home. Like I said, I've been in a few hours, not one sign of one rat. But farmer is absolutely busy as hell. So all the barn lights are on and stuff. I did turn the one out next door off for about half an hour. But obviously now came in. So no rats tonight, but I did shoot the pallet there with the heat signature of the pellets. Absolutely unbelievable, and the accuracy on that gun as well. Like I say, really good, but yeah, unfortunately no rats tonight. Sorry about the noise with the cows, but yeah, I was supposed to go on that chicken thing, but the lad messaged us and said there's work going on there, someone's putting a fence up or something, so couldn't get on that today, so yeah, we'll see what happens to that one in the future. Can't see what happening personally, no man. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to call it a day. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like I say, just a quick look at the Oneleaf Mars MT1000. Absolutely brilliant scope. It's unbelievable what you can see through them thermals compared to a normal daytime digital day and night scope. Yeah, hopefully we'll get back out with it soon and see what happens. Alright, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.